Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times to talk about books and horror. So today I come here to tell you about the books that are coming out in the month of December.
It's coffee time.
So sadly in December I have not been able to find many horror book releases or thrillers that I found really interesting, so I only put a list of 7 of them. I think there's a lot more things coming for January. I already have a couple of pre-orders myself for the month of January, but when it comes to December, it's slim pickings this month. Which also means it's the month to catch up with everything we wanted to read throughout the whole year of 2022 that still has not happened because December we panic. Or maybe it's the month to just read cozy, romantic comedies based on Christmas. Whatever, fits your mood. But anyway, I'm here to let you know about the 7 things that are coming out in December that sound interesting. And to drink some coffee. Alright, so on the 1st of December, we have a book that is part of a series, but I wanted to mention it here because maybe you guys are in the middle of the series, or maybe you now hear about it and you're interested on checking this series out. So it is called Haunted Waters by Laura C. Redden. This is YA Horror Paranormal. This is the 3rd book in the series, and the series is called the Phantom series. So this is a YA book and we follow a girl that is about to turn 18. So before her 18th birthday, her dream was to have her first kiss and have a summer to remember before she goes to college. But she got a lot more than that. She was in a cabin with some friends, and not only did she get trapped there, but she kept trapped in another dimension. She basically drowned in what it's called, I think, the Lake of Secrets. So that is what happens in book 1. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what happens in book 3 because it might spoil things. But if you're interested in the series, or if you already read book 1 and 2, just for you to know that book 3 is coming out now. Then we have The Gravity of Existence by Christina, and I don't really know how to pronounce her surname. It's just SNG. So this is a compilation of horror poems. It is a compilation of tiny horror poems, and Christina has been awarded the Bram Stoker Award already, so if you read other things by her, you might want to check out these poems. They're also tiny and short and sweet for now for December, which a lot of us maybe are visiting family and don't have so much time to read. You can always squeeze in a poem here and there. It says here that the book puts a spin on things that we already know from fairy tales and other things, so I'm really intrigued about that. It says here that it talks about werewolves, basilisks, sirens, ghosts, aliens, pandemics, fairy tales, and myths. So there is a wide variety of things here. Next we have a debut, which is a YA book, a YA horror with LGBTQ+ characters, and it's called A History of Fear by Luke Dumas. It follows the devil's advocate, who is one of the most popular serial killers in Scotland, and his real name is Grayson Hale. This 25-year-old guy basically got known by everybody after recognizing that he was the one behind certain murders that had occurred. But he of course says, the devil made me do it. The question is, was Hale sane? Did he really lose his mind? Did the devil really had any influence on him committing those murders? We will have to find out. Next we have Out of Aztlan by V. Castro, which is another horror author that has been growing in the last couple of years. And this one sounds really interesting. We have an ancient goddess that rises up from an inverted temple in the Lake of Blood to purify the earth. Excuse me, that sounds amazing. 2 pearl divers plot revenge to the Spanish merchants that are exploiting them. They're basically enslaving them, to get the pearls for them. And we also have a mutant species of jellyfish, which sounds terrifying. So these are a compilation of short stories, and they are all around Aztec people and their culture. And I really love that we are gonna get to see things that we've never heard of before, or things and myths and legends are gonna turn into horror and things that we've never discovered before. So that's why I love this kind of short horror stories that are based in another, either like a time period, a specific land, specific city that normally you don't get to see done in horror. So if you're looking for something different and fantastic at the same time as horrific, this might be for you. Next we have a ghost story. We have Holy Ghost Road by John Montooth. Some roads are haunted by the past, some are haunted by ghosts. Some are even haunted by demons. But the place that we are in right now is haunted by all three. Forrest knows that she has to run for her life when she discovers the pastor in the barn praying to a demonic entity. We love to see it. So this one is going to be great, I think. I love things about, you know, this kind of cultish towns about praying to the devil, because most of the time there's always some sort of deal that is done. I don't know if it's this case, but anything that has to do with this kind of occult, I tend to really enjoy. Next we have one that I'm really excited about as well, because this one includes time travel, and it's called Showtime by Ricky Rusin. Jordan Jones is a college student and he always loved his grandmother so much, and he's still not recovered after her grandmother was killed in a mass murder massacre that was actually televised, and it happened in a talent show. But anyways, he discovers a television in his grandma's house that allows him to travel back in time. So he is going to try to stop the mass murder from happening and thus rescuing his grandmother. The next one is really interesting because we have a vengeful owl. Yes, that's right. And it is called Extinction Hymns by Eric Reglin. A vengeful owl basically hunts the person who poached her. And that is one of the stories that you're gonna find in this compilation and other weird things that are included in it. It's basically horror and weird fiction, so I feel like this might not be for everybody. It depends where you stand when it comes to weird fiction, but if you're somebody that loves it, then this one might be a great compilation for you. Alright guys, so these were 7 titles that are coming out in the month of December. I know it's not a lot, but I hope that you still found something here that you thought was interesting or that you would like to read. Let me know down below which other books are coming out in December that I missed. I'm pretty sure I missed something because I could not find much for this month. So let me know down below if you know of other ones, and also leave recommendations from December releases for other people there as well, so we can all help each other in the comments. And thank you guys as always so much for watching. I hope to see you all as always in our next coffee time. Bye!